Hey everybody, I'm Crow. Welcome back to Pillars of Eternity. Last time we left off, we found this spirity
Hey.
purple stuff. Probably going to give us some kind of hidden vision. The light rises from the bones as you approach. You have a moment to register the faintest image of a standing figure. Features a blur of mist or smoke. Before the world tilts. It is as if you have stepped sideways into a new life. You are racing down a flight of stairs, following a weaving circle of torchlight. Your own panting breaths are loud in your ears. Panic and your robes alike foul your steps, and you nearly stumble before a hand reaches out to grip your arm and steady you. A fellow acolyte, who smiles encouragement as you reach the bottom. You run around and past the shallow reflection pool that marks the lowest point of the temple, following the dark shapes of the older priests as they lead the way towards the narrow hall that leads to the vault. You pass one of the torchbearers as you go. The harsh illumination of the flames reveals a familiar face. For a moment, your awareness spans time and identity, and you think Wharton has joined you. Here at the bottom of the temple in the memory, he glances at you for a moment, and then looks past at something else. "I'll come back once they're gone," he's saying. You're being pressed along by the crowd, and his words are growing faint. I thought that said fruit. "Just keep quiet. We can't take any chances." Inside the vault, golden relics gleam like welcoming stars. The memory twists, jarring you loose from one moment and plunging you into another like a flung doll. There is only darkness around you now. You think yourself blinded until the knowledge settles on you like a clock. The candles have all burnt away. You know now, too, with a sick certainty, that nobody is coming. There is a cracking noise somewhere to your left, a wet, slurping gurgle, and a ragged sob. You cannot see, and so you cannot know which brother or sister has fallen, and which digs after what water a body may provide. You hear it, in the faint murmuring to your right, the familiar cadence of prayer, but you no longer recognize the words. You are too tired to do harm. The thirst is like fire within you. Your tongue is thick in your throat, and every breath is a struggle that leeches strength from you. There is a light, they said, at the end of every bout of darkness, but this one does not end. The spirit releases you, and you come back to yourself in pieces. Your vision clears, and the vault around you is revealed once more, cast in muted hues by sickly illumination of the soul, drifting like fading fog. Fear wafts up off the spirit in waves, fraying at your own emotions. "I'm sorry, I hope you find some peace in the next life. What are you afraid of? You're already dead. We haven't been... we're not an Aethys priest or whatever, so we can't say anything. That lying bastard, I'll see he pays for this. Get away from me, I've had enough of this. I'm sorry, I hope you find peace in the next life." The spirit seems to withdraw into itself. You sense less of its fear and confusion as it recedes, but the soul lingers. No matter how many times I see you staring off at nothing, it doesn't get less weird. Gather the remains. You spent a few moments gathering up what you could find of the bones of the priests. It proves a heavy and gruesome burden, but you manage to recover them all. Dead priest bones added to the stash.
Hey.
So that is the main thing we came in here for. Huh. I thought that was optional. Regardless, one of those responses sounded like Wharton betrayed us. So... we're gonna have to bring that up to him. Did I not pull the lever? I thought this area had drained. I turned this, right? No, I hadn't. Lesser black ooze. Oh, they have projectiles. A lot's on the front. Perfect. Oh, wait. We're really out of magic. So he's probably gonna get to like there. Let's see, right? Immune to raw damage?
Leave it to me.
No first or second level. Only second level. Alright, well, kinda sucks to use a second level spell there, but I wanted to make sure that this didn't somehow go poorly. It's like, yeah guys, we killed all the specters and the phantoms and everything, but then these 3 lesser oozes kinda just glorped over to us and we all died.
Of course. I'll see what I can find.
Mm-hmm. Nothing bad. Gleaming silver key. Is this just a key to that door in case your lockpicking isn't good enough? This large silver key catches the light strangely, seeming to glow. I can only imagine, it seems like we've unlocked No, we haven't been in here. But before we go in here, we're going to save. And we're going to use our last campfire.
Hey.
Now that 8 hours have passed, we're going to save again, because we are fully refreshed to finish the last tiny remnants of this dungeon.
Of course.
Down into darkness. Let's see what he has to say first.
How may I help? Love.
You guys please run.
Varu, be on seat.
Please hit him again. That'd be so cool. Get him. And get him. Get him? What are you doing? I'm clicking.
Alright then.
Double blasted. You know what? I think 2 wizards does work, and I like this guy a lot. There's really good characters in this game. Man, if he doesn't get knocked down every time there's a battle, though. I know he's a wizard, but he has the same amount of endurance as our guy, and 10 times the problems. Yeah, let's just minor missiles you.
Beyond seek.
I'm really glad we slept. Because there is a lot of people in here.
Hey.
Quickly and quietly.
Even though there was 5, we still managed, though. Alright, so there's nothing on this side of the room. This side's fine, too. Crumpled out. Prayer. Explosion of fleet feet. Okay, now this dungeon is thoroughly cleared. We can get the heck out of here. Wait, actually, I want to see where this goes. I completely forgot there was a second exit. Maybe this comes up in town and it's just a quick way back. But either way, we killed the king and everybody. And I'm pretty sure this whole thing was optional, since we could just leave to go to the next area. What is our experience at? We've only gotten like 300 to 400 from here. I wonder if it just gives it all as we complete the quest or something. Rangers' animal companions can be directly selected through their icon. Oh, it's just a shortcut back up to the top. As you step over the circle of candles, you hear a rattling clunk from the wall nearby. A door slides open with a grinding rasp of stone.
Time to see and not be seen.
Almost makes you want to put points into stealth. The candles flicker gently as you approach. There's a gap above the altar lined with broken glass where the mirror may once have been set into the wall.
Candles are still burning. Not bad for a dead god.
Wow, snuff a candle? That's terrible. Not a priest.
Redemption. They got this whole right for when you come of age. They take you by the hand and you descend through the temple with your eyes covered, and that's supposed to be like a wicked life. They don't tell you where you're going. I was sweating like crazy when I did mine. They take you to that reflecting pool back there, and you're allowed to look at it so you can face your sins. Then, you come out into this room, and they uncover your eyes again, and everyone's there to greet you, all your friends and family. It's like you've been redeemed. You light your candle, and it burns with the others. Never had a feeling better than that my whole life.
Adair's eyes linger on the candles, and he seems for a moment to be a younger man.
The candles are still burning. Not bad for a dead god.
I am definitely not snuffing out one when he just talked about how that's good. Like, that could only serve to ruin my reputation with
Nice
him.
to see those candles still burning. I figured they'd have gone out by now.
Spider venom sac. We're definitely going to save before we give him the bones. There might be trickery afoot. Temple of Apis.
Good day to you.
Wharton smiles nervously as you approach. Think I've sorted out the worst of it. Arm's hurting a little less. He hesitates. You were down there a while. Did you find anything? His eyes dart constantly about the ruins. You lied to me? Hand over the bundle of remains. Something you're nervous about? You'll have to separate them out yourself. It's a bit of a mess. I did. Here they are as you asked. You lied to me. Damn, my perception and my resolve sucks. What? Wharton grins uncertainly. I was clear about everything. The risk involved, is that what you mean? I did say there'd be spiders. And I'll pay you, of course, for the trouble. Might 15 lift Wharton off his feet. I will crack your head in two if you lie to me again. Because somehow my wizard is mightier than he is resolved or perceptive. Wharton scrabbles fruitlessly at your arms, his eyes wide with shock. Wait, I don't know what you... He inhales sharply, expressions twisting. Maybe I knew where you'd find the bodies. Is that it? I'm sorry. Maybe I should go tell Lord Raedric what you've been accusing his people of. You left them down there. Twist Wharton's injured arm? Oh my god. I'd rather use my intelligence than my brute force, though. Wharton raises a hand, his expression pleading. Wait, no, you can't. They'll kill me. Worse, maybe. It's why I needed your help in the first place. You don't understand. I tried to help them. I did. Every day. Every single day I went to that temple and I warned them. I told them that they were playing with fire and Raedric wouldn't be patient forever. And every time they'd shrug it off. Like I didn't know what I was talking about. Like it wasn't costing me. Coming in to try and help them. I could have been arrested right alongside them. You worked for Raedric. Wharton gives a bleak laugh. Yes, but not anymore. It's been a long time since I held a blade. He hesitates. I knew what was coming. It was their own damn stupidity that kept them in there. I couldn't understand. Every warning I gave they ignored. The Rectrix. She said they'd been reborn anyhow, so it didn't matter. He grimaces. So she got what she wanted. Her martyrdom. Raedric ordered us to round them up, lock them in the cells. I convinced them to hide at least. They have that vault full of old relics, gold and such. I thought they could hide in there, and once the guards left, they'd have something to sell for passage out of Deerwood back to Aedir. But when I told the men that the priest had already gone, they ordered the temple sealed. I couldn't get in again. Wharton shakes his head. There was nothing I could do. Adair's eyes are wide, disbelieving. Nothing you could do but tell someone. Get the town together. Organize a rescue. I'd have dug them out with my own hands if I'd known. If they were some of the last decent folk left in this hole, now all we got is people like you. You could have spoken up, told Raedric the truth. Why did you send me down there? You seem like those... Seems like those priests brought it on themselves. You worthless bastard. You abandoned them to save your own skin. You could have spoken up. Wharton nods slowly. I could have. It would have ruined me, maybe killed me, but I could have saved them. He looks up at you, eyes wet. I didn't. I told you the way of it, Wharton says, his voice rough. I told you what happened. Guess it's your turn now to make a decision. I just want the money you promised. No. Attack, you've escaped justice for too long. He seems genuinely sad about it. I mean, he's a fucking murderer, so that makes me want to kill him. But at the same time, he almost died trying to get their bodies back. Give me the money. I'm not a priest of whatever. Like, honestly, if anything they said is to be believed, then he should, like... If it was different circumstances, I'd probably kill him, but they would want him to be redeemed. So it's not too late to make amends. Wharton lets out the breath he was holding. I'm not sure that's true. It's been years now. What am I supposed to do? I'm not great at the redemption business personally. Bury the bones. Try to live a better life than you have so far. Wharton looks at the remains. He runs a hand through his hair, letting out another ragged breath. I can do that. I can. I'll lay them to rest. Try and do right by them. Somehow. Thank you, truly, for what you've done. Giving me a second chance, I'll put it to good use. See, and now he'll actually go and be a benefit to society and whatever. If we had killed him, the game probably wouldn't have given us the option to bury the bones. So they would have never gotten their proper burial, I imagine. He's going to be a better person. They're getting laid to rest like they deserve. And even though he's a terrible asshole, he's going to spend the rest of his life trying not to be a terrible asshole. And we got... I need to quit pointing at the monitor. 1,893 total quest experience. So if we look at this now, we only got 300 more for completing that. But it's 300 on each of them? Okay, I'm kind of disappointed. But we got stuff, and that's all that matters. So thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you liked it. Later, everybody.